Welcome to MMW News. I am Karil Obarasin.
And I am Pia Abendan.
And this morning we have a captivating topic to explore, which is fractals.
Fractals are intricate and infinitely repeating patterns that have fascinated mathematicians, scientists, and artists for decades.
Fractals, those mesmerizing and infinitely repeating patterns, have caught the attention of scientists, mathematicians, and artists alike. These intricate structures exhibit a fascinating property called self-similarity, where smaller parts resemble the whole. From nature to mathematics and art, fractals captivate our imagination with their mesmerizing beauty and complexity. But fractals aren't just captivating. They also find practical uses in fields like computer graphics, data compression, and the study of natural phenomena. This ultimate guide to fractals will address common questions like, what is a fractal? How do fractals work? What are fractals used for? And much more. A fractal is a never-ending pattern. They are created by repeating a simple process over and over in an ongoing feedback loop. Driven by recursion, fractals are images of dynamic systems, the pictures of chaos. Geometrically, they exist in between our familiar dimensions. And we'll be checking out some of fractals examples after the commercial break.
Bak! Hola, soy Ben Mama del Brot, and I am a mathematician who became the father of the fractal geometry.
Oh, and I also wrote the fractal geometry of nature. Shh, that's a secret.
Bak! We need your help. Did you know who the father of fractal geometry is? Yes, you're right. It's Benoit Mandelbrot. Bak! We need your help. Did you hear what he wrote? Yes, it's the fractal geometry of nature. Oh no! Swiper stole the Mandelbrot set! Quick! Let's find out where and what is the Mandelbrot.
Swiper, no swiping. Swiper, no swiping. Swiper, no swiping.
These are my friends, the maps. They are going to help us find what is the Mandelbrot set.
If there's a place you gotta get, we can get you there.
I bet I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
Come on, let's click on the map. What are you waiting for? Click on the map if you want to know what the Mandelbrot set
I'm
is.
the map.
I see that it is with the recursive sequences. You start with a specific number, and then you apply the same recursive formula again to get the next number in the sequence.
Great! We found the Mandelbrot set. Uh-oh, what is this?
That is the recursive formula. Here is an example of it. You can change the value of x sub 0.
So if x sub 0 is greater than 1, the sequence diverges. It just keeps growing up to infinity. If x sub 0 is between negative 1 and 1, the sequence converges.
And why is that?
Because they tend to meet at a point or approximate in the sum of its terms towards a definite limit. And if x sub 0 is less than negative 1, the sequence diverges.
And why is that?
Because it increases infidelity as more of its terms are added.
Vamonos, let's go! Now that we found the Mandelbrot set, I guess Swiper will not be stealing from us again. Wow! We had such an exciting trip today. What was your favorite trip?
Get all the puppies from their cages. Hooray!
We like that too. Thanks for helping! Gracias!
Welcome back to MMW News. And now let's head live to New York to see the examples of fractals by our field reporter, Surtees Maghira.
Thank you, Ms. Karil. We are now live here at New York with our examples of fractals. As you can see here, the common examples of fractals are in nature, including the branches of trees, plants, leaves, and clouds. But let's just focus on one example, which is the branch of the trees. Now, let us examine a fractal tree. This tree has fractals on its branches. The beginning of the fractal is located in the main trunk of the tree, and every branch that branches off of it has its own branches that grows and have branches of their own. The branches will gradually thin out to form twigs, and these twigs will eventually develop into larger branches with twigs of their own. An infinite pattern of tree branches is produced by cycle. Every limb on the tree looks like a scaled down representation of the entire form. That is all, and thank you. Now back to you, Miss Karil.
Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of fractal continuation, an innovative technique that allows us to generate mesmerizing iterations of intricate patterns. Fractal continuation finds practical application in various fields, including computer graphics, digital art, and visualizations. Artists and mathematicians alike utilize this technique to generate visually captivating and aesthetically pleasing fractal images. So, next time you come across a stunning fractal image that seems to draw you in, remember the magic of fractal continuation. I will be checking out some of Fractal's formula after the commercial break.
Gather round, adventurers and seekers of knowledge. Today, I shall unveil the secrets of the enchanting realm of fractals. Behold, the wizards of fractals.
I am the Mandelbrot and my mystical presence lies within this iterative formula.
And I am the Druidhead. My mystical essence lies through the iterative calculation and the power of imagination.
But the power of fractals is no back. I'm the constructor. Through a process of iteration, I expand to infinity.
I am the legendary Sherpinsky triangle. By dividing an equilateral triangle recursively, I reveal bits of triangle.
Welcome back to MMW News, and here's the hottest issues currently capturing the spotlight, the iteration and recursion. In a press conference held earlier, it was issued that these are the fundamental concepts in understanding how fractals develop their self-similar and intricate patterns. Our sources tell us that iteration, in its essence, is synonymous with repetition. In mathematics, it signifies the act of repeating a function or formula. On the other hand, recursion presents itself as a specialized form of iteration. It is a unique problem-solving technique that comprises a base information and a set of rules. The problem will be divided into smaller similar parts of itself, and then the set of rules will be applied to derive the next set of information, which becomes the basis for applying the rules in the next iteration. This cycle continues repeatedly until a fractal is formed and the original problem is solved. And we'll be covering the iterative function system after the commercial break.
Have you guys heard of the iterated function system, or also known as IFS?
No!
Well, if not, have this mathematics in a modern world book. So this book contains all the knowledge we need. So moving on, IFX is a mathematical concept used in fractal geometry and the study of self-replicating structures.
Oh, according to this book, IFS is a collection of contracting transformation applied iteratively to a set of points in a space.
I've also read that iterated function systems have been used to generate a wide variety of fractal patterns, including the famous Barnsley-Fern and Sierpinski triangle.
It also has application in computer graphics, imaging, compression, and modeling natural phenomena.
So according to this book, the iterated function system provides a powerful and elegant way to create complex and visually interesting fractal shapes by applying simple mathematical transformations iteratively.
This commercial is a work of satire and is not affiliated with the product's owner. Any resemblance to real products, true or fictional, is purely for educational purposes only. Enjoy the humor responsibly.
Welcome back to MMW News, and let's now head live to Europe with our field reporter, Sir Kees Maghirang. Thank you, Ms. Pia. And now we are here at live in Europe and with our examples of iteration. So iteration, as far as you know, is the process of repeating an action more than once. Prime numbers, Fibonacci numbers, and long division are few examples of this. But let's talk about example of iteration in real life. Look at this young man who is playing the drums. For the past minute, he has been repeatedly performing a song in order to get the hang of it and help them learn from their mistakes. And just like in iteration, it is repeated multiple times. These are also the examples of iteration. Now back to you, Miss Tia.
Alright, now MMW News will be right back after the short commercial break.
Day in the life of DLSA college student, Fractal Scaling Edition. I-interview po tayo ng random students about sa fractal scaling. Ano pong name mo?
I'm Daniel.
Anong course mo ngayon?
Doctor of Veterinary Medicine po.
Ilang taon na po?
I'm 19.
Meron po akong game. If sasagot mo po ng tama, I'll give you 100 or hindi. Or pag mali, may dare po ako sa inyo. Okay lang?
Okay lang po.
Yeah, Daniel, what is fractal scale?
As far as I can remember, fractal scaling is an irregular geometrical structures whose shapes or patterns exhibit the same structure at multiple levels of magnification.
That's right, Kuya Daniel. In other terms, smaller copies of fractals may be seen when you zoom on it. And these smaller copies also display the same similar characteristics.
Unang araw pa lang minahanda kita.
So, tama po si Kuya Daniel kanina. So, maghanap po tayo ng iba pa contestant. Ano pong name niyo?
Karen?
Circus po. Ilang taon na po kayo?
19.
Anong course niyo pong dalawa?
Bet.
Meron po akong pwedeng itanong like game po.
Sige, Jing!
Wow! Beautiful!
So, ito po yung tanong. How can you find the scaling factor of fractal? So, hindi nyo po nasagot. May dare po kami. Pwede po kayo sumayo sa gitna.
Okay.
So guys, back to the topic. To find the scaling factor of fractals involved, you should determine how much the fractal pattern expands or deepens when you move from 1/11 of magnification to another. So maghanap po tayo na isang contestant. Pwede po ma-interview ka and makasali sa laro.
Sige.
Ano po munang pangalan?
Tia.
Anong course mo?
Betleg.
What is the name of this triangle?
Yan ba yung Sierpinski triangle?
You're right. Di po yung mismo yung tanong. So, what is the scaling rule of the Sierpinski triangle?
I think yung scaling rule sa Sierpinski triangle is that you have to divide first each triangles into smaller equilateral triangle. Tapos, tsaka mo tatanggalin yung gitnang triangle.
May papashoutout po kayo?
Shout out sa pusa ko, Mochi.
Welcome back to MMW News. And just in, the news team has gotten a statement concerning the issue of the first iteration of the Sierpinski triangle. According to the official, we start with the plain equilateral triangle. The process then takes a remarkable turn when we apply a recursive procedure by marking 3 points on the middle of each side and connecting it. This is now considered as the first iteration. We also discovered something quite astonishing as we find 3 miniature triangles with sides
exactly half the length of the original. And by magnifying them by a factor of 2, they match the original triangle. For an in-depth look at the first to fifth iteration, let's head live to our field reporter, Daniel Asuncion.
Okay, so thank you, Ms. Pia. So the first iteration referred to the successive application of a specific operation or process to a set of values or objects. So in the context of the first to fifth iterations, the first iteration is the initial application of the operation, and the second iteration builds upon the results of the first. And this process continues with each iteration, creating more refined and complex outcome. And it is a stepwise approach where the results of each iteration serve as the input for the next, leading to increasing detailed and intricate shapes or patterns. Back to you, Miss Pia.
And right now, we will be covering the latest update on fractal dimension. When we think of dimension, we often visualize it as 1D, 2D, or 3D. But with fractals, the concept of dimension takes on a whole new meaning. Think of traditional shapes like a straight line, a square, or a cube. We can conveniently measure their size using specific measurements. For a 1D object, we measure its length. For a 2D shape, we consider both length and width. And for 3D object, we calculate the length, width, and the height. However, reports indicate that fractals defy this conventional categorization because they continuously break down into smaller self-similar parts, creating a distinctive form of complexity. To capture this complexity, mathematicians use a concept known as fractal dimension. In an exclusive interview with experts, we learned that fractal dimension refers to the measurement of how much space a fractal shape occupies relative to its original size. This leads us to the fractal dimension formula, where n represents the number of smaller copies that composes the fractal, and r signifies the ratio of the size of a smaller copy to the original size. And so, the fractal dimension is expressed as a decimal. And as a fractal becomes more intricate and fragmented, the closer its dimension gets to non-integer values. Stay tuned as examples of dimension will be covered when MMW News returns.
Ayoko na, kahapon pa natin pinaaral, wala pa rin tayo mag-gets.
Kaya nga, di ko rin gets saan to ilalagay yung R and N sa formula ng fractal dimension.
Nagsisyntax error na yung utak ko, paano tayo sa quiz mamaya? Asan nga pala si Drill?
Guys, nasa akin na.
Ang alin?
Ang sagot, paano natin maintindihan yung ba? So guys, dahil sobrang complicated ng shape ng isang fractal, hindi natin makukuha ang dimension nito katulad ng pag-calculate ng dimension 2D or 3D shape na kailangan nilang i-measure ang height, length, and width.
Kaya kailangan natin gamitin itong formula na to, kung saan yung n yung number of copies ng original shape sa isang fractal.
Tapos, R naman yung size ng mga miniature copies ng original shape ng fractal. Pero dahil nga kailangan fraction, yung magiging R.
So, example, yung sa first iteration of Sierpinski triangle, nagkaroon ng 3 copies sa loob ng original equilateral triangle. Kaya 3 yung nilagay natin dito sa N.
At dito naman sa R, lalagay natin 1/2 kasi kalahati ng buong sukat ng triangle yung size ng bawat copy. At di, ang kailangan na lang natin gawin is substitute yung mga nakuha nating values dito sa formula.
Tapos, i-input na lang natin dito sa calcu. At yung magiging sagot ay 1.58!
Perfect na natin yung quiz.
Oo nga, good luck sa atin.
Tama ba?
Uy, hindi na daw tuloy yung quiz mamaya.
Oishi potato fries, now in a big pack of Shedem.
Welcome back to MMW News. And let's now head live with our field reporter, Daniel Asuncion.
So thank you, Ms. Pia Bendans. And dimension is a measurable extent or aspect of something often used to describe the size, shape, or properties of an object of a space. So we live in a world where 1, 2, and 3 dimensions, and we move through space either left or right, forward or backward, up or down. And for example, everything around us, from houses we live in to the objects we use in everyday life, has either 1, 2, or 3 dimensions. Back to you, Miss Pia and Miss Karil.
And that concludes this morning's news.
We hope you find our coverage informative and engaging.
We'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates. I am Karil Albarasan.
And I am Pia Abendan.
Thank you for watching MMW News.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Wait lang. Ay, ang dami niya. Baba! Oh, no! Teka lang. Ano?
Ano?
Ang sagot sa math. Paano natin face?
Ang alin?
Ang sagot.
Tapos, 3, 2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1, action.
I'm the legend. I'm the legend. Finally!
Game!